Hi, Dr. Swapnil. It's very nice to meet you electronically, of course, right now in the lockdown. I hope you are doing well. Thank you. Welcome to Spot Connect.
Thank you, Rahul. Yeah, I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well as too.
Yes, very well. Thank you. Just stuck in the lockdown at the moment. How are you keeping yourself happy and motivated in these times?
Well, being a professional doctor, I'm pretty much busy right now, to be honest, even though it's a lockdown,
Mhm.
because I've been managing patients online. I've been doing cases, seeing different patients from different demographics, that is, even from different countries. So that gives me an insight to what's happening right now, and I can actually give a brief report if, like, what's happening around the globe, just not in India.
Mhm. Yes. That's yeah, you're doing a great job as well. Spot Connect salutes you and all the corner warriors outside, healthcare workers, police, and everyone because it's a big, big war that we are fighting globally actually. And yeah, and it's a such thing. And thank you so much for working in these hours as well. Yeah, so tell us about yourself, like what you study, where you study, how's the life been?
So basically, I graduated my medical degree from Russia, that is from Moscow. And after doing that, I had been working in India for a while. And then I was motivated to take this Master's in Health Administration course, which is in Canada, Vancouver. And this course actually gave me an extra edge because doctors usually they're associated with clinicals. But if you want to move into an administrative side and want to see a bigger picture, this course actually helped me to do that. Because in the present world, I would say it's not the big dogs rule. It's usually about how you collaborate with other establishments and expand your own while collaborating with other businesses. So I would say health administration course did enable me to do this.
Mhm.
And yeah, it was a 2 years course, full time course,
Mhm. So
and
education
lots of
always
students
plays.
from.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So education always helps, like right education for the right time, like
Oh
these.
yeah, definitely, definitely. And it's not only the education that helps; it's also about meeting different people. The
Mhm.
people you meet in your journey actually sometimes can even change your path for the good. I mean, and your network grows. And I believe it's networking that helps you a lot wherever you are. Yeah.
That's very good. So yeah, so you were working, you pursued health administration, and then you were working now. Is that like so? You were continuing with the with the journey. I cut you off.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
So yeah, after finishing my course, what I did was being a medical doctor, but I was not licensed in Canada yet. So I was working with another physicians as their assistant, and I was assisting them in their day-to-day duties, like taking patients' case history, writing the medical report, and checking out on which prescriptions they're taking. So after doing that for a year or so, I was applying for the jobs, and fortunately, I got a job in a very good company which was based in Toronto, and
Mhm.
I was appointed as a medical legal advisor, or I would say a medical legal record analyst.
Okay.
So yeah, so basically this is an administrative part plus I need to use my clinical knowledge. So this was something that was quite tailored for me. Yeah.
That's very good. That's very nice. Um, how much, as you said, that both education and the personal experiences or like networking helps in making someone grow. How much do you feel that knowing people or like networking is important in our lives?
Well, being very honest, I would say networking matters as much as your education matters. Like if you get educated, that's all good. But then if you're not good at networking, it would be difficult for you to, you know, get your foot in the door. Like networking helps you to do that. I would say when I was in Canada, I started networking more, like talking to more people who are associated with me, and there are different ways to do it. Like nowadays, you can go on online, social websites, and you can create a profile on LinkedIn, which I think helped me a lot. And yeah, I connected with people there, and then I actually went and met them face to face over a coffee or something.
Mhm.
And there are different places where you have job meets and recruiters meet, so you can go there and you can mingle with a lot of people there, and you always find some direct or indirect connections there, which eventually, fortunately for me, it did end up in a job, securing a job.
That's amazing. And how easy is it to connect to someone on LinkedIn? Like you mentioned that you connect on LinkedIn, but suppose you don't know someone, how do you usually go about that?
Well, I would say not everyone. You won't expect the same response from all the people you send messages. But I would say you need to be very open about it, what you want. You tailor a very good message. You send to the peoples you see, send to everyone you can think of, like you find on internet, on LinkedIn. And I'm pretty sure like at least 40% of people will respond. And once you get those responses, you can, dig in further. Uh, that's how it works. Like there are days where you won't receive a message, but then in a week times, I think you can at least connect to 4 or 5 people, and that's how it grows. Yeah.
It's very good. It's very good. Thank you so much, Dr. Swapnil. Dr. Swapnil, with regards to a lot of people not able to be sure about how to plan their career, especially now when the lockdown is there, a lot of people are worried about what do you, what, how, what should they do? Because a lot of people are just graduating or are between their studies. They don't know how the world is going to be next 6 months. What do you think would be the right advice to students or like recent graduates?
If I put myself in the same position, like if I would be a student and wanted to go to study right now, what I would suggest is try to Google, try to get do a research on the course you want to do. Try to go on the university websites, email the concerning authorities, try to find the alumni on Facebook, you know, go on Twitter, or you can go on the website portals where they have alumni students. Talk to them, get someone's contact. There are a lot of pages and groups on Facebook these days. Like you can actually speak to the students directly on
Mhm.
Facebook, and I think that actually helps a lot. You get the real insight. But then again, I would say even you get that, all information is always important for someone to guide you from here as well as to the country you're going to go. And this 6 months, I would say, is a very good time to figure out what kind of skill sets you have and how you could enhance them by doing any course. And
Like, do you mean
another
online
important
courses or
thing,
short courses?
yeah, there are a lot of online courses these days, and some are like very pocket friendly, I would say. They don't cost much, and it really adds to your resume. And that's how you can spend your time these days if you are planning to move abroad. But I would say it's a good thing to right now to stay at your home and
Mhm.
look for online opportunities and stay safe.
Even
Yeah.
would you say even for work, it's a good thing to do? Like working from home, if suppose someone is recently graduating and if they can look for a job that they can work from home.
Yeah, definitely they can do because I have me myself. I'm working from home right now, and I have my colleagues and friends who are in other countries, and they're doing the same. Like I have friends who are just graduated, and the countries they're working in have provided them the opportunity to apply and work from home. So that is something all countries are okay with at present. Yeah.
Definitely. How do you see the world changing after we get out of this pandemic of disruption? What do you think will change? Or what do you think should change?
Well, there are certain things that will change. Is like the way people will find themselves being more fortunate.
Mm,
They won't take life for granted. That's one
mm,
thing we'll have for sure. And this also spreads a kind of sense of healthcare. Like, people will be more curious about how things work. Also, people will come out and, you can see in India, people are challenging the government in a good way, and the government is responding in a good way. So it's also creating a kind of, say, a connection between people and the government.
mm,
Also, I would say, due to certain activities that we do at home, we have created a more stronger family bonds.
mm.
I feel much more happy spending time at home because these are the days I'm with my parents, and I think most of us are. Things that are changing is like, if you see, the pollution has decreased, the waters are clear, and yeah, this is all something that's going to benefit for us in the long run, and we try to keep it that way even after the lockdown.
Makes sense. That's very good. So, if you look back on your journey so far, and if you could give some tips to your younger self about career, about stress, or about stress management, what would that be? Or just life in
Well,
general.
I would definitely say, don't overthink regarding anything. Overthinking will get you stressed, and the
Mhm.
stress will not lead you to anywhere. So don't stress out. What you do is get your resources, try and do your research,
Mhm.
and I would say emphasize on your skill sets. Try to add on something that will polish your skill sets. And
Mhm.
before going for any course, like if someone is planning to for a course, I would always say it's better to check the job market too. You check the course and you also check the job market, because once you complete, you want to be in the job market,
Mhm.
and don't go for, very rare courses. Sometimes they don't fetch you any job. So that is my
Mhm.
honest opinion, that which is very practical.
Definitely.
And another thing is, yeah, as I said early on, try and get in contact with the alumni of that particular university or the course you're going to do.
Yes, that
That's
at
going to help you
spot,
a lot.
yeah, that at spot connect, we also make it a very important thing to connect with the alumni because it's a very, very
That's right.
important thing. Alumni can guide your people very, very importantly well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
With regards to course choices and stuff, Dr. Swapnil, how did you choose Russia and how did you choose Canada? Were there any particular reasons you chose them, or like what would you suggest to me? How should they choose like courses for MBBS or medicine or health administration that you did?
Well, I would say, if a person desires to be a doctor, then he has
Mhm.
to, he has to start with MBBS first.
Mhm.
And in India, it's pretty difficult sometimes to match the seats for MBBS. So that's the only reason actually most of the students go abroad.
Mhm.
My personal reason was I'm always interested in learning new cultures, seeing new places. That was
Mhm.
the reason I've been to Russia.
Mhm.
And going to Canada, obviously, because it's a first world country, more opportunities, good weather, good climate, and you lead a good quality of life compared to India. Doing masters in Canada was really good because it changes you as a person as well.
Yeah.
You become more, yeah, open-minded. You learn different cultures, and you start embracing different cultures. That's when you grow, I guess.
Mhm. No, definitely true. Definitely true. What was your best learning from working outside, like when you studied there, or when you were studying overseas in Russia and Canada? What would you say
Hmm.
were your biggest lessons? I mean, it could be personal, it could be professional, it could be cultural.
Well, I think a person does not grow much if he stays in the same place.
Mhm.
And if you want, like, seeing the people from coming from different cultures, speaking different language, learning new language. Well, I was in Russia and I learned Russian, so it expands your horizon. Think you can think outside the boundary, outside the box, and it makes you a more complete person. Also, different experiences you gather, so you are you know how to tackle different problems which could come in the future. I would say it's I was it's more happy being abroad because you network with different people, and also you have friends, colleagues who come from different cultural backgrounds and different countries.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that actually helps a lot in your life.
That's great. That's super great. Dr. Swapnil, if suppose I ask you about your life as a student and your life as a professional, how different was like what you studied and what you were working as a professional? Was it like a big difference,
Oh,
or in medicine is tough? Because in a lot of fields of study, a lot of practical application is or practical exposure is very different to what we think in theoretical life. Is that same in medicine, or is that the same experience in your life as well?
that's actually very true. I would say you hit the spot because when I was a student,
Mhm.
I was really not. I'm speaking for myself though. Like I was not really ready for what's coming on after I'm graduate from MBBS.
Mhm.
But once I graduated and I landed into clinicals, into hospitals, it was
Mhm.
then I realized like it's so much different from when you're in med school.
Mhm.
And that's when actually you realize what your passion is for, like which subject you would like to choose. So I would always say give yourself time, don't hurry, decide, and always ask people around you, and always try to work practically too, like do volunteering work before you enter the job market or before you start working professionally, because volunteering will actually give you a glimpse of how your practical work would be after graduating.
It's very important in your perspective about getting
Yeah,
an internship or work. Okay,
that's right.
that's
Yeah.
interesting. What advice would you give to a lot of young students right now, like who may be listening to you, who may want to be doctor or something else, or maybe in India or outside? What would you advise them to be? Because they are go through an environment where they, of course, of
Mhm.
self-analyzing themselves, competing with other people. Sometimes not even worth it, and because everyone is unique, everyone is special. What advice did you give to students or little students or like graduate students studying in colleges, right?
Well, I would say talk to different people, a lot of people, but then again, there you will meet uh, different kinds of people, and not everyone will be positive about what you're thinking. So you need to actually go deep and analyze about what your passions are, what are your likings,
Mhm.
and then go for any course or study or any profession that you want to do.
Okay.
That's what I would say. And don't hurry. Like I've seen around me, even myself, like I used to hurry, I used to stress out,
Mm.
I used to feel that I'm like, being left out, I'm being late. But
Mm.
no, it all matters. Like you need to be in a good space to take a good decision.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But so the last question, whenever I have spoken to you in the past and now as well,
Right.
you always come across as a fighter. Like you like to fight situations. Of course, everyone with studies, with profession, with anything in personal life, we may be, of course, combating different things. What keeps you fighting spirit to like win any kind of downfall or any kind of issue? A lot of students might be facing emotional issues or issues in their personal life or issues with the studies because some might not be just enjoying what they're doing. So, what advice would you give to them? I mean, like uh, to have that fighting spirit on.
I think it's for to have a fighting spirit. I think it's very important to have some kind of passion or hobby,
Mhm.
because if you do something you love, that keeps you going every day. It gives you energy to fight all the different kind of problems you encounter in life. So I would say find a hobby, find some passion, work towards it every day, and you should have that, the fire inside to do something. So that's very important. Be it your passion, be it your hobby, you can make your passion your profession. But then again, everyone is not very, it doesn't work out for everyone. But I would still say pursue your passion and your profession at the same time, because that's what's going to keep you going. or else you're going to lose interest. Yeah.
Definitely true. Definitely true. Any final thoughts and comments to or words of inspiration to a lot of students, young people, professionals listening to us right now? Listening to you?
Sure, like I would say the world has changed a lot in the last few years, and I would say the internet is really helpful. These days, like you can Google something, you can go on
Hmm.
different forums, you can post your questions, you can get in touch with your past alumni students, and you can get answers for everything you want. And I would say never give up. If the times are difficult, just hold on your horses, don't stress out, try to do something you're passionate about, and once you feel that you're out of the problem, you're in a good space, just go ahead and do what you want to do.
That's very well said. A lot of wisdom there. Thank you so much, Dr. Swapnil. It's a pleasure talking to you always. It's
It was a pleasure talking to you too, bro.
it's
Yeah,
a great thing to finally see you, even though it's digitally. I'm sure I'll come to Mumbai one day and meet you. Thank you so much. We'll talk soon again, and we wish you all the best. Thank you.
so thank you, Raul. It's good talking to you too.
Likewise.